All right, everybody, and welcome to Diz Debate. It's a new podcast created by Disney fans for Disney fans. We share honest thoughts and opinions about hot topics across the Disney parks worldwide, celebrating what we love, questioning what we don't, and always keeping it respectful. This week, we're going to talk about princesses. Specifically, we're going to have a little bit of a battle between Rapunzel and Pocahontas and Belle and Ariel, represented by our fellow co-hosts here. Speaking of our co-hosts, we're going to go through and meet all of them. Joe, how are you? You feeling spirited today?
I'm feeling good, feeling great. I'm ready to make it back-to-back victory wins, victory battle wins. I'm Joe. Everybody should hopefully know me by now. I've been on a lot of these things. I'm Joe with the ears. You can find me on every platform under that handle.
Perfect. All right, and next I have Adam, or as we like to call him, AC. He's going to be one of our judges today. How you doing, Adam?
I'm doing very well, thank you. Thank you for inviting me on. This is the first episode for this new channel, so it's quite honoured to be privileged. Yeah, my name is AC. I am a co-host of the Dizload podcast and also known as the Sailing Away podcast on Instagram.
Perfect. All right, Dean, it is good to have you with us. How are you today?
Yeah, not too bad. I just want to say Wingapo. It's good to be here.
What does that even mean? What does that even mean? Nobody knows. Nobody's watched it, Dean.
I think most of us got it apart from you, Joe.
Well, I don't know about
that. Is it a Welsh thing?
It might be. It's a language barrier,
All right, next up we have Eddie. How are you doing today?
Yeah, very good. Very excited. Bonjour. Ready to represent.
Oh, hang on now. We're doing. Hold on.
Hey.
And last but not least, we have Matty. How are you doing today?
I'm all good, thank you. I'm actually very flattered to be invited onto the podcast. So, yeah, gonna have a good time.
Well, we're very excited to have you guys. We're excited to see you. This is going to be a good episode, and let's just dive right in. Why don't we start off with Dean, with Pocahontas? Do you want to start today?
Not really, because I started last time and got thrashed. So
all right.
It sounds good to me.
All right, Eddie, how about you start? Us off? What princess are you representing today?
So I am obviously representing Belle. I don't say that obviously, but I don't know if you can see a lot of Belle behind me, but I am representing the princess that should win, and it is Belle. She should win this. So, yes, ask me questions. Tell me what I need to fire back. I'm happy to answer questions for it, but I'm here to represent her.
Well, let's just start with why don't you tell us why you think Belle is the best princess? I mean, let's hear your argument, your well-rounded argument, and then we'll just absolutely tear it apart.
All righty. So yeah, Belle, to be honest, from the start, I think Belle as a princess, she covers a lot of she ticks a lot of boxes what a princess should represent, I think, as well. Obviously, a lot of people come back. She loves learning the books as well. The main character value that she does, she looks past looks, she overlooks them, and she goes for the personality. So that's a good side for Belle. And the brave and selflessness of Belle as well, I think, is a huge, I don't know, the perfect for me why she should win this, to be fair. She's also very relatable. I think, looking at her story, a lot of the bickering between everything that happens between her and her beast in the story, I think that's quite relatable as a relationship going into this for a Disney princess. And yeah, I think overall, she's an icon.
Yeah, but all she does is
all
read.
right. I don't know if AC's got any questions, but what are some of Belle's skills? What kind of sets her apart from the crowd? You said she likes reading. What else she got?
Well, I think when she's reading, it's the part that she's learning. She's wanting more, isn't she? She's born in this town. If we're talking about being born in this small town that people do the same old, she's different. And I think that's what I think she's special, because she is representing those people that are different. And people are saying to her, there's the gossiping about her, talking behind her back, but she is representing that person that wants more for herself, and she gets out of that small town, doesn't she?
So and traps herself in a castle. Yes, she does.
Well, she's lucky how she falls into it. You know what I mean? But she falls into it. But I do think overall, we can look at it and think, you know what? Yeah, I can relate to Belle. You know, she is different. She is different to everybody else in that small town. And you know what? If everyone's like taking the mick out of her, you're just like the village people.
That's right.
You're like the people from her village.
Catch me with my tray of bread. Come on.
I know.
You and your bread, Joe.
I know.
Honestly.
I know. Heard it too much.
I love bread.
So I'm going to throw a few questions. I'm going to throw the same question to every
Okay.
single one of you, and what answer you give depends on how I score myself. So my first question will be: how do we think she manages the villain in her story?
Ooh, I think Belle manages it extremely well, to be fair, doesn't she? You know, Gaston's like, hold on, back off. You know what I mean? You know, he is that person. She's the first, you know, when we're going for like the prince that's got all the looks and all that sort of thing, she is like not interested. And I think for that, you know, he keeps coming back. And I think Belle handles the villain, I personally think, the best. I would say, probably, out of everyone.
Can I jump
I
in?
don't know.
I mean, it's hardly a villain. He's just kind of an idiot. Like,
yeah, and I mean, Belle doesn't see Gaston for like 90% of the film.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? Like, she doesn't deal with.
We don't
the
know what
villain.
happened before that. We don't know how many attempts he's tried. You know what I mean? Before
I
the
mean,
film
yeah.
started,
That's true.
I'm sure every
To be
time she goes
fair-
in for that book, he's there chasing her around.
Probably.
I mean, to be
maybe.
fair, she's probably seen him for 90% of her life up to that
Yes.
point until she's locked in the castle with Beast.
Yeah.
But that's
100%.
a good answer. So, am I to find my next question? If that's right, again, it'll be the same question to ask for everyone because it helps. Talk me through your understanding of and what your opinion is of park representation for that princess, so how they're represented in the parks and how they're represented to the wider audience that may not necessarily have seen the film.
Okay. Yeah. So I haven't been to. I haven't been to Walt Disney World for a long time. So you know, talking about
Whatever
how she's
you
represented-
doesn't matter. Whatever you got, just
But I know
whatever
she
you
has
think.
got. I mean, going back there, I know she's got the dining there and everything. But in Paris, obviously, we're talking French. She does. I think personally, we need more of Beauty and the Beast in Disneyland Paris, just in general. We do. It's a bit of it's a bit of sad that it isn't really going on there. And I know she's been introduced in multiple of the fireworks shows, and obviously, I think when people talk about like the princess they meet, Belle is definitely one of them. And I know she's out for a lot
Yeah.
more meet and greets as well. So I think we're seeing her a little bit more. But why we haven't got like the Beast as well in Disneyland Paris, that's ridiculous. We need more. We just need more of that film represented in the parks. Personally, I feel as well for Disneyland Paris, that's what we should have. Obviously Walt Disney World, I mean a while ago, been there. The restaurant is fantastic. And obviously I haven't been. I know Dean has, but the ride looks incredible. Can we have that in Disneyland Paris, please? That's what we need.
Yeah.
I really want that ride in Disneyland Paris.
I would say realistically, of most of the princesses in this, Belle is probably the best represented across the parks.
Yeah.
You know, you've got the ride at Tokyo, you've got pretty much an entire section in New Fantasyland and Magic Kingdom. You know, there's a big presence for Belle. So I would say from a parks perspective, she really is up there.
Yeah,
but
100%.
You don't have the
And we want
nicest
more.
toilets, do you, in Walt Disney World? You don't. So
Yeah, but that's all Rapunzel's got is toilets.
in Walt Disney World and Paris, but Tokyo, my God, stunning.
Well, we'll get there.
Adam, did you have another question, or can I fire one off?
You go ahead. I'm all good for
All
now.
right. Well, those were excellent questions. I feel underprepared now, but who do you think Belle, like, how do you think of Belle as a person? Like, is she a good person? Does she have good values? Is she like, or is she just kind of a, I don't know, like what how would you describe her?
The best, obviously. I would say so. I think the best person you could ever meet would be Belle, wouldn't it? I think, you know, looking past her, all face, everything. She looks past all that. It's all personality that she, you know, that's what she goes for. It's showing more from that. And also that bit of adventure as well. She's always like, I want to, you know, got a bit of get up and go about her, which I absolutely love about that princess as well. She's incredible. She does.
No, she wants
She
to,
does.
but she
And also,
doesn't
can I?
do
Yeah,
it.
no, look, what you say?
She wants to get up and go and see the
Yeah.
What's the song? I don't know. Don't care. But she doesn't. So she gets trapped in the castle instead. Hard the adventure.
She did that. She did that. She was selfless. She like sacrificed her, freedom for her dad, didn't she? It's all good.
Bless
It's all
him.
good.
Oh, bless him.
You wait till it's your round, Jem.
I will. I will. I'm ready for it.
I know.
Like I told you all, I'm having him. All right. I'm having him.
He's ready for a fight.
But yeah, can we I think clarify, just to round that up, I think, out of all the princesses in this, I think Belle would be the best person to meet, personality-wise.
Well, I think that about does it for me. Adam, you got more questions for him?
I think I'm good, to be honest.
All right. I have taken my notes. I have written things down. I am ready to rock. All right. You know what? Let's have Matty go next. You ready to go next, Matty?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to fight.
Let's have it.
Okay. So I'm representing my fellow redhead, Ariel, who is probably really is the best out of all all choices. Mainly because, if you look back at the late 80s, single-handedly launched the Renaissance, which created all of your other princesses.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be there if it wasn't for her. That's my first point. She's probably the most proactive out of all of them, really. She drives the story where everyone else is reactive to their situation. So, Belle's reactive to her father being taken by the beast. Pocahontas is reacted to the invaders coming into their land. Rapunzel's
Just wants to go see the lights.
She just wants to go see the light. Like she's reacting to a light.
No.
She makes a poor decision.
Hang on now. If we're just going to go off a reaction.
It's like a firefly.
Ariel just is reacted to a bloke. Do you know what I mean?
What? No.
Yes.
Do you know what?
Yes. She gives up her voice.
There's a troublesome element here where I think they're like, oh, she's made really poor choices because she just decides to leave everything she knows for a man. But realistically, she was always curious about humans. So that's what I think it was. That was like the catalyst, but it wasn't actually necessarily the reason. I like to think.
I'd agree with that, considering the song is about the curiosity of people before she even meets Prince.
Exactly. Like that's just the guy who she thinks, oh, do you know what? I'll just, he looks like a prince. He'll take me places.
Statue falls from the sky, and now she's in love.
Exactly. And she doesn't really, in comparison to others, I think she outsmarts people a lot more because she doesn't really get her hands dirty. she almost like controls the situation without actually doing anything herself. But I think she's the only one who actually physically confronts the villain in the end as well, if I'm not mistaken, when she rips off the necklace of Ursula and kind of starts that ending scene. Is that right?
I don't know, but
Kind of.
I think it's
kind
Scuttle
of.
that takes the necklace off, doesn't he? In the animated.
Okay.
Yeah, and then Prince Eric drives the boat in.
So she needed.
So maybe I'm not right on that
A lot of
point.
help
Needed
for
the
that.
man again to do it.
But yeah. I mean,
Yeah, but
she
sorry.
used the tools that she was given, and she didn't.
If you want to call being in control having your voice taken away by a witch and getting cursed, I'll let that slide. But I mean,
Yeah.
I've never looked at people who are under cursed and said they're totally in control of the situation.
They've got this in the bag.
So she I like to think she made the right choices, not poor ones. It's hard to defend the contract.
It's what you call a teenager's life lesson, where you make bad mistakes and eventually learn to make a good
She was
choice from those
16.
mistakes.
She was 16. It's everyone makes makes mistakes.
Okay, I would like to ask, if that's your presentation on Ariel, I would like to ask what is Ariel good at? What are some of her skills? I know about the fork in the hair. Okay, I got that part. What else can she do? Okay.
I mean, she can swim.
Mm.
You know, I think only
She is a good swimmer.
Pocahontas kind of like display swimming.
She is a good swimmer. She'd give Michael Phelps a run for her
She's a
money.
fast learner. She learned how to kind of be human within a couple of days after being a fish for a long time.
She's adaptive. That's the word. Really, adaptive.
She's adaptive. Yeah,
Yeah.
she adapts to her environment really, really well. And
I'd say
she can
brave.
even, yeah, I'd say she's brave.
Yeah.
But also, she's intelligent as well. She can, learn how to adapt without a voice.
I think the
She
key
can
we're
talk to
missing is the
animals?
fact that the whole point is that Ursula wants a voice because she can sing as well.
Yeah.
It's the whole talent
Yep,
behind
that's
it, isn't
true.
it? That's
She
the
can
whole.
sing.
Yeah,
demand
but
of it.
I mean, they can all sing.
That's true.
They
That is
can
true.
That's
They all kind of share that trait. To be fair, they all can sing pretty damn good.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
some better than others, but yeah.
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 All right, Adam, you want to hit him with your well-rounded questions?
Well, I would, but the villain was kind of been taken. But we'll ask the question here. How do we think Ariel handles the villain? So not necessarily defeating the villain, but to handles Ursula in this sense. What do we think of that from from start to finish? How do we think it's handled? How does she handle it?
Well, very poorly at first. I think we can all agree on that. But she does redeem herself in the end. And I think she probably, I suppose, other than Rapunzel, probably has the most interaction with the villain.
Yeah.
All the way through.
Yeah.
And she, even though, like I said, she doesn't get her hands dirty at the end, she still fights back in her own way. So I think that she's very naive at the start, but then she kind of learns not to trust an evil sea witch in the end.
Yeah. Things you learn.
Sometimes you just have to learn the hard way, and sometimes you have to get your voice taken away for
Life
an
will
entire
teach you
movie.
life will teach you some way, and that's how she learned that life lesson.
She walked into that cave full of jars under the creepy eels and said, "This is the place that
This,
my life is
this,
going to
this is.
change
I really want to sign this contract.
from here."
This is someone who I can 100% trust.
So let's
Oh
talk
man.
park representation for Ariel then. So what sell to me the park representation of Ariel of where you can.
I mean, when you think, she has probably one of the best rides in Fantasyland, Magic Kingdom. It's a great little dark ride. I mean, there's not really that much representation when you come to think about it. There's limited character interactions. I don't think I've ever seen her at Disneyland Paris. She's got, she's on little signs in the rooms on Disney Cruise Line about saving the ocean. That's her representation there on the cruise line. But I don't know. Do you know what the biggest representation is? When she gets bagged at the end of Fantasmic. There you go. She's famous for that.
Hey, it's representation. It
No,
doesn't
she's
matter what it
brave.
is,
She stays out during that fireworks show.
Yeah, she gets bagged and tagged, and off she goes.
Bagged like fish and chips at the end of the
Exactly. It's so fitting.
Oh my gosh. I will say, I'll add to this point actually. I think Under the Sea is one of Disney's strongest in-park anthems. Like, that music plays so often. It plays on carousels, it plays in the Esplanade.
Mhm.
That's crazy.
I mean, it's an
like,
Oscar-winning soundtrack,
it
isn't
is,
it?
but
So
it's like the song.
Rapunzel
that
doesn't have a
Ariel
song like that.
doesn't-
There's another song.
Ariel
There's no other
doesn't
song
sing
like
it.
that.
It's crazy.
I was going to say,
That's true, it's Sebastian,
all the
isn't it?
princesses as well. All of them are Alan Menken as well, aren't they? All the ones we're representing today. So they, we're like representing all them. We've got some good scores going on for all of us.
Oh, yeah.
Although I think Joe might have us on at least the soundtracks, but we'll see when we get there, won't we?
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Wicked.
I don't want to hear about the colours of the wind.
I said what I said. Adam, do you have any more questions for Matty?
No, I don't. I don't think I do. I like my two rounded questions. They work quite well. And
Yeah,
I'm happy with these two
they're
for now.
excellent.
If anything comes in at the end, I'll add them in.
All right, sounds good. I am also good. So that is Belle and Ariel. Who should we have go next, Joe or Dean?
I think you got to save the
I-
best for
I-
last, haven't you?
I think Joe's got to go next. He's
No.
itching.
Yeah.
All
He's
right,
itching. I
let's
think
have
Joe's
Joe.
got to go
Let's
next.
let Joe out of the leash. Joe, give us your which I don't know which princess you're representing. Which one could it be?
I don't know. Actually, I've seemed to have forgotten which one I'm representing. Oh, is this wonderful person here? You know, Rapunzel, Punzi, whatever you want to call her. She's the best. She's
The toilet princess.
the toilet princess. Dean, where's your park representation? All right, be quiet. Rapunzel's the best. Right?
I could actually rebuttal that quite substantially. There's an entire section of Phantasmic for Pocahontas. I don't see Rapunzel in Phantasmic
yeah,
at
but
Disney
she
World.
hasn't got one of the best rides in Tokyo, is she? So
Better show though.
it's a pretty decent show. It's the best nighttime for stat.
So Joe, why do you think Rapunzel's best?
What do you mean? Why do I know she's the best? Is what you should be asking.
Well, you have to convince me. Why convince me
she's
that
brave.
she's the best?
She's smart. She's funny. She's got the coolest little sidekick. Nobody else has mentioned theirs. You know, what does Belle have in terms of sidekick? And if I'm honest,
She has a whole castle. She has a whole castle full of enchanted
I mean,
objects.
she doesn't really
that's
have
not
one though, does she?
Belle's.
She doesn't have. Yeah,
That's
it's
not
not hers.
Belle's.
That's
They're
the beast.
cursed. They're
Yeah.
cursed people. That's
Yeah.
just sad.
Yeah.
I think Belle had the horse, didn't she?
And Philippe, she has a horse Philippe as well. You know.
Oh, which you
He's
see
cute.
for all of 15 minutes, if that.
He's there. He's at that castle
And
the whole
what does
time.
Rapunzel also have? A horse. Like okay, we're
To be
even
fair,
again.
that's the guards of Corona. You know, that's and it turns out that Flynn ends up having that. But best sidekick, little sidekick, Pascal. What an attitude on the guy. He's brilliant. What else does Rapunzel have? Long hair, wicked, until the end. Then she cuts it off.
Yeah.
It gets better. But then she's got magical tears. She's got the longest hair, right? Out of any Disney character ever. It's 70 feet long. Did you know that? 70 feet. Do you know how far 70 feet is? I don't, but it's at least 70 feet.
I mean, really impractical. It really impractical.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa, no. Did you see how good them little girls were in the village at braiding her hair? It's a brilliant scene. It's a magnificent animation sequence. Nailed that one. I was thinking of all them words
She
as
gets
they
it
came
all
to my
cut
head.
off, Joe.
Yeah,
So
right.
when I
But she
get
looks-
in the
she
book,
looks good
there's a
short hair.
one man deal, but you're saying it's a 3-child or more to just do her hair.
Well,
in
it
one.
was three children that I could see. Yeah, I mean, but if
Child
you,
labour.
hey, they did
child-
that.
she's
They
into
did that
child
out of enjoyment. They did that out of enjoyment. But no, I mean, I think, let's be real. Let's settle down now. We're having a bit of fun. No, I think she's amazing. I think she's extremely clever. She's so talented in a lot of different things. Not only can she sing like every other princess, she can paint and she can read and she can play chess and guitar and fight using a frying pan, ride a horse, convince a man that she's just met to go take it to the fireworks whilst hiding the crown that she has in a satchel. She's doing all this. She wins over this bar of heathens, horrible looking villainous men, and she gets them to open up, about having dreams. And I don't think any other princess is going to be able to do that. Go to the Snuggly Duck and make them sing like little school children. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, Belle made an enchanted monster do it.
Yeah, but let's be fair, right? He's an enchanted monster before and after the transformation. He don't look great.
I bet Belle could do that. The Snuggly Duckling too. 100%.
I don't know. There's a
I mean,
language
yeah,
barrier.
did she do it? Like, she didn't do it though. Like,
Yeah, she didn't.
That's
You
the
are
end
right.
of the day. She hasn't. So like,
You know, this it's basically what I'm trying to say is, right, anything that yours guys can do, right, Rapunzel can also do all in one package. You know, what's Hero good at?
Oh,
Nothing.
I mean,
Singing. All right, singing.
probably
There we go. She could do that. What's Belle good at? Reading. Rapunzel does that. Part of her daily routine. She reads like 15 books in a day. You know.
Yeah.
well, yeah. If all
What's-
you had was
what's
20 square
Pocahontas?
feet,
What's Pocahontas good at? Talking to a
Swimming?
tree. Yeah, but Ariel's just as good at swimming. Arguably better, actually. You know?
Rapunzel would be good. Rapunzel's not good at swimming. She would not be good at that, would she?
I don't know.
no,
she
no,
would
no.
drown.
That
She's straight up
hair would
drown.
weigh her
Yeah.
down. Yeah.
She can drive
yeah,
a boat.
especially with 70 feet hair. What if a boat goes by, snags it, she's
Exactly.
gone, bro. Wherever the boat's going, she's going, bro.
Yeah.
Look, she's got shorter hair now and it looks great.
They
you know?
wouldn't even notice. She'd be so far back.
Yeah, but she's got short hair now. It's all good, you know. And we know that the
Yeah,
short
well.
hair stayed because she was invited to the palace in Frozen, which was a nice little Easter egg for for when they opened the gates. We was your guys' invitations. So you didn't get one, did you? No. Why? Because you're irrelevant, all of you. You know, I think you got to look at it as well. Rapunzel was Tangled was the 50th year for Disney Animation Studios, and that was that film that came out. It's one of Disney's most expensive films that they've ever made, which is like $260 million or something like that. It is beautiful. Is one of the most romantic of any of the films, in my opinion. Yes, Dean, don't shake your head. Have you seen the light scene? Have you seen all the lanterns?
I'll give you
Crying,
that,
bawling
but
my
no.
eyes out.
You know what I've seen? I've also seen Little Mermaid where they do the same kind of
Oh,
boat scene.
yeah.
Oh,
I mean, that's the
Yes.
original one. You know, it's just a
Pissy girl. Again, that's a Sebastian song. Who drives that movie?
That's so true.
Sebastian.
Sebastian does carry Ariel songs. I didn't realize how pivotal he was
Yeah.
for the music of that
Yeah.
movie.
He's not only pivotal for the movie, not for the songs, the entire thing. It's a
Would that
Sebastian
not then
film.
make him a better sidekick than Pascal, though?
No.
yeah. I mean,
No.
he is a
If
voice,
the
while she
sidekick's
doesn't
got
have
to
one.
drive the film, he's better. Because
No,
Pascal
no,
doesn't
no.
drive the film.
No,
He's a-
dude. All
he's a
he does
key
is give
role.
looks, man. He doesn't even talk.
Don't get me wrong, I love
doesn't
Pascal.
need talk.
He's a
Oh, where's-
fantastic side character. He's
He's-
amazing.
He's the best.
But he's well,
Yeah.
I might disagree with that statement.
But he's got to be better than Miko, that rat-looking thing.
I feel like
Dean's
I feel like it
Dean.
doesn't matter when Dean goes. He just gets absolutely crapped on the whole time.
It's always by me as well. Sorry, Dean.
Uh,
I love you all, really.
all right. Adam, do you want to present your well-rounded
Yes,
question?
yes, I do. Please let me know the your opinion on the input with the villain through the film, and sell that to me as
I mean,
why
is her mother, you know? Mother Gothel. She's an icon, by the way. Can we just take a minute to say how much of a good villain she is? She's manipulative, she's horrible, she's a great singer. You know, Mother's Knows Best is a quality song. But yeah, I mean, you've got this person who's trying to manipulate this obviously young mind who's only ever known this one person. And in the end of the day, she kills her. She kills her. No, not a, you know, she's not a damsel in distress.
So
She's
she's
the
a
one
murderer.
that- Yeah, she is. She's the one that sees off the job. You know,
Think Pascal kills her.
I think it's her hair or
Trip
something.
sick.
I don't know. But at the end of the day, right? She's probably the most non-needing of a prince or a scoundrel. Because Flynn's not a great guy, let's be honest. He's a bit of a thief. We all seen it. Apart from Jackson, it's weird. Not for a long time, anyways. But she was gonna go and see those lights regardless. She was gonna find a way out, and she didn't need a gun.
No way.
Yes,
There's
disagree.
no way.
Yeah.
Even you can't
No,
say things
no
like
chance.
that. She had to wait for
100%.
Flynn to show up.
No,
Which I
absolutely
find
not.
ironic. She had 70 foot of hair and still couldn't make it down the tower without
But she
Flynn.
did. But she did.
And
make
she
it out.
even knows it
She
can
used
make
her hair
it
to
down
make
the
it down.
like she knows it's long enough.
Yeah.
But she did make it down with using her hair. She actually beats Flynn to the bottom.
So why does it then, if she knows she can leave, why does it take Flynn
Yeah.
to her for them to do exactly that?
Yep.
If she knew she could walk away.
Exactly. Hmm.
I don't know. Stop asking me all questions. Jesus. What is this? What is this? A debate? Fuck.
No, Joe, it's a battle, and you're losing.
Yeah, no, I think the villain representation or dealing with the villain is great. I mean, she eventually overcomes her villain to save the person that she grows to love.
Which, to be fair, is the second person she's known. Let's
Yeah.
just make that clear.
Yeah, but it's cute though, isn't it?
So she kills the
Hey, at
first
least-
person she
at
ever knew,
least-
and then fell in love with the second person. She, I don't know.
At least
about
it's not
Rapunzel,
Anna.
man.
At least it's not Anna from Frozen. That was the first guy she ever met outside of the castle opening, and that ended badly for her. You know?
She did both with the same person. That's actually hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay, Adam, any more?
Yeah, let's talk park representation for Rapunzel. So I want to
Okay.
hear the park representation for Rapunzel, and what we think that is, whether it be rides, toilets, you name it. What have you got?
Right. So you want to throw toilets in. Let's talk about toilets. They're the most beautiful toilets that I've ever seen. If you want to go somewhere which is scenic, if you want to take a scenic dump, you go to Magic Kingdom and you go into that little tangled area. You try and spot Pascal. There's about 12 of them scattered around that little area, and then you go to the toilet, and it's great. It's beautiful, well decorated. You got wanted posters all over the place. Stunning. I want to shift away from Orlando because, to be honest, that is all I got to talk about. But you go over to Tokyo, and they've just smashed it out of the park with the ride that they've made over there. It's amazing. It's stunning. Arguably a little short, but is beautiful. I think it's a stunning ride, and it's great that it is there. And if I'm honest, I think that Ariel should leave Walt Disney World in Magic Kingdom, and it should be the Tangled ride. I think you got a space for it,
Oh,
because that Ariel ride.
I
is
actually
looking
agree
old.
with that.
Is
I'd
looking
actually
old.
go with that.
So don't get me wrong, park representation could be better, but what she has is, I think, pretty good looking.
she's not a classic though, is she? So that's
Oh,
probably
hang
why.
on now. Is now 15 years old. Is becoming, I think, a beloved film, or if not already a beloved film. It's one of my one of my favorite Disney films. I go back and watch quite
Then where's the sequel?
often. Where's the sequel? Doesn't need one. It's perfect.
Where's the sequel?
Doesn't need one. Actually, there is a sequel. Actually, so it's on Disney Plus. It's Tangled Ever After. So how about that? It's there. Go watch it. And an animated series or animated short, one of them.
Oh,
But that's
oh
on there.
yeah,
as well.
all right. Animated series.
So
Adam, do you have any more questions for Joe?
Yeah, I think I'm good for now. Thank you.
Okay, I've taken some notes. One of them is scenic dumps under Rapunzel. So we'll see.
yeah, scenic dumps.
We'll
That's
see.
right. You heard that right. Yeah.
Some of the words under these princesses: sing, swim, scenic dumps. It's good.
Yeah. Hey,
All
she,
right, and
she can play
last but not
chess as well.
least,
You know, she can play chess as well. Scenic dumps and chess. She's clever.
okay, I'll give you chess as a skill, but fighting with a frying pan, I do not personally think
That's
is
a
a skill.
skill.
You just swing it. You
No,
swing
no,
it.
no, no, no.
It's this.
Did you see how good Flynn was using the frying pan against people with swords? No, you haven't, because you haven't seen the film.
That's
No, I
Flynn. That's
haven't.
not Rapunzel. That's Flynn doing that. It's not
Yeah,
Rapunzel
true.
doing that.
Maybe he practiced.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's swinging with her hair, isn't she? So, you know. She's got magic hair, by the way.
Yeah.
Hang on now. She's got healing properties with her hair.
Joe, you've
forgot
mentioned
her
more characters
ability.
than actually Rapunzel, I think, in your representation.
Yeah.
Every
You
other
needed
character.
a lot more support from the cast of your
No,
movie.
I
no,
think
no.
so.
Save
I
Ariel
I didn't
and
realize we were voting for
Sebastian.
the movie. I thought we were representing the princess, Joe.
Yeah.
I'll fight
And
you.
also,
That's just based on character.
if you look at certain films like today, would they really make Little Mermaid? Would they really make Tangled? Because aren't they a bit too kind of grooming-esque storylines for Disney now, if you go back on them?
What?
I mean, they did a remake of Little Mermaid, which was less
They-
grooming.
they-
They changed it a bit.
They did change it. Yeah,
Less.
they made it a little bit more PC, but I mean, it wasn't really grooming though, was it? You know, like I said,
Was
I
it
made
not?
that
Did you
example
guys
of
take into a-
I'd
Gossip and
say it might be.
pride
I'd say it might be.
I wouldn't say so much for Rapunzel.
Rapunzel was just blunt kidnap. Just-
Yeah, that was
straight
just straight up.
kidnap.
She just stole her.
Yeah.
No. She made him take him for the crown. It was on her grounds.
She made him take
She
her.
went with the first
For
bloke
the-
she saw.
Yeah, it's the second person she's ever encountered, and she left with him.
Yeah? Wouldn't you? Have you seen Flynn Rider?
I would leave for Flynn Rider, but that's not what's in. His
The-
character's not in question here.
The
That's true.
kidnapping was more the sense of she was kidnapped by Mother Gothel, not the Flynn
Ah,
kidnapped her.
yeah,
But
no, that
to
that
be
did
fair,
happen.
let's play, to
That
be
did
fair,
happen.
let's play it twice. She got kidnapped twice, so
She
she
did.
didn't
She's
learn the
only
first time. She took it
kidnapped.
again.
She's been in captivity her whole
The
life.
girl's
She's
got
been
hobbies.
kidnapped.
Do you know what I mean? The girl's got
Grooming.
hobbies.
You just
Girl's got hobbies. More hobbies than any
But
of these
then-
guys.
every single one of these have been taken or kidnapped by some form. Belle got held prisoner against her
Not
will.
mine.
Truth.
It kind of wasn't against
Oh,
her, in all
well,
fairness to
well,
her.
Well,
Ariel decided to stay in the castle, but she couldn't speak.
She
So you don't
didn't
know if she actually wanted to be there or not.
No, she didn't have to. She does her own free will. I think, like with Pocahontas, if you go into the sequel, you know, she gets taken to
Yeah,
England.
she gets-
and,
she
you know,
has-
but you know, in
she
real
has-
life, in that
but-
real life story, that wasn't that
We're
wasn't
not
real.
talking about that. We're talking about the movie.
Oh, so we're talking about movies now, are we?
We're talking about the original.
We're talking about movies now, are we? And not just the princess. Okay, so
Okay, Dean, hit us with Pocahontas. Give us your argument.
Okay. So Pocahontas has always been my spirit princess. She's got everything about her. She stands up for the animals. She's all about love, unity, nature, getting on with people from different cultures. She's just got everything. So she was delivered to the world in '95, an amazing premiere in Central Park. Where did your movies premiere?
I thought
They
we were
don't
talking
make
about the
premieres in
princess and not a
Central
movie.
And she was made on a budget of 55 million. And you do not have to listen to your heart to know she is the deserving winner of this competition.
He brought props.
Definitely. Now, I'm happy to admit that she may be a problematic princess in reality. However, let's just put that to the side at the moment and leave it around the river bend and just go by what Disney put on
Oh,
screen,
he's got puns as well.
which is
has
what
he?
we're talking about today. Now, when Pocahontas came out in '95, it ended up winning 2 Oscars for the Best Original Musical or Comedy Score and Best Original Song for Colours of the Wind. I think Pocahontas' song is much more memorable than any of yours, and she actually sings it herself. She's not got a sidekick singing it for her.
See the Light is one of the songs ever, and Rapunzel sings it. That's crazy.
But it's a duet.
Yeah.
It's not a solo.
I just want to talk about solos.
Belle has a
And
whole
it
song
was-
written. Belle has a whole song about her. It's everyone sings it.
Yeah, but the most memorable song
Does
from
that-
your film is
more about-
Gaston's.
The most memorable song in Beauty and the Beast was sung by Teapot and
Yeah,
Candlestick.
that's a beautiful
And a
scene.
chipped
That's a beautiful
teacup.
scene,
A
though,
second
isn't it?
hand chipped teacup. Okay.
Oh.
Pocahontas earned over 346 million worldwide, which is more than 5 times what the movie cost to make. It was directed by the animation legend that is Eric Goldberg, who's done loads of Disney stuff, and also Mike Gabriel, who directed Rescuers Down Under before he came on to this. The idea of Pocahontas came to Mike after he had his adaptation of Swan Lake turned down by Disney, and he saw the book. He went to Thanksgiving's dinner and saw the book on the shelf and thought, oh, we'll try and do that, and it got accepted. And it was actually the quickest fast-tracked animation movie to go to be made. At the time, they were looking at doing Romeo and Juliet, and then they had the idea of Pocahontas. So they kind of went in more of a romance direction, and they kind of aged Pocahontas up by about 10 plus years, which again, we're looking at the movie.
She was a child.
I'll look back to this.
But yeah, I just think it's an amazing movie. I mean, you've got the perfect sidekicks. You know, Pocahontas has got 3 pretty much in the movie. There was going to be a 4th. It was voiced by John Candy, Red Feather, but they made a decision halfway in that they didn't want the animals to talk, because they wanted it more of a serious, like, adult movie. So they took out Red Feather and kind of went in a different direction with the sidekicks. But yeah, I just think it's all about, well, you've only got to listen to the song Colours of the Wind to know what my girl's on about. And it's a message for today. More people need to be more like her.
Yeah, but the question is, Dean, have you ever heard Wolf Cry, the Blue Corn Moon? I don't think you have you? You know?
You don't really get any of those in Bristol, to be fair.
You don't, do you? You know?
No. But it's got some amazing songs, and
And it's weird, I
yeah.
can only remember one of them. It's mad.
really,
Yeah. That
That's
was,
Around
very
the
strange.
River
I only
Bend.
can follow one of them as well.
yeah.
got amazing songs, and they've even got that one that was cut out from the movie because it slowed the pace down, and they released it as the single, and it went really.
Because it was too
Right.
boring.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I just heard.
Just like,
You know?
the Muppets
This
Christmas
makes this
Carol.
movie too dang long.
Oh, don't have me about Muppet Christmas Carol. Don't do that to me. I know I can watch it all included, but it still hurt the first time I found that.
No, you can actually find the edit with the original songs on, and yeah, it's just a perfect film. I don't know why they've not brought it to the. Well, I know why they've not brought it to the stage, and why they've not done a live action with it. Unfortunately, but
It's the most trickiest of all of the subject matters, really. I mean, it's never going to get a live action remake. It's never going to get brought to the stage,
which is
fortunately.
a shame. But they had the best intentions when they did it, and I think they should all be really proud of what they came up with. And she's, in my opinion, she's the best princess. I mean, she rows a boat, she swims in the water, she jumps off of cliffs. She's like an all-around Olympian, and she's not scared to make friends with people that maybe don't like her.
Rose a boat.
She's brave.
As are all the.
Tricky.
I have
Just
brave
like
written
Belle.
under every princess. Brave
And
people said
also,
it.
she doesn't get a happy ending at the end of it. She's a
doesn't.
strong, independent woman to let John Smith go in the boat, and she stays with her people.
Well, I was on an happy ending. Do you know what I mean? She stays at home. What's wrong about that? You know? I love staying at home.
So she doesn't change anything about her life, and then
No.
just stays at home. That's her
Where's
big.
where's the growth?
It's to help the people.
No,
I mean,
she was always trying to help
Ariel.
other people.
Where's the character development?
I mean, I think Ariel has the best finish. She marries a rich prince, and she just can have the life now. So, you know,
She depended on a man for the life she wanted.
why not?
Yeah.
Great image for young girls.
Okay, Adam, why don't you throw your questions at Dean?
Yeah, let's start with the villain of Pocahontas. How do we think Pocahontas manages the villain of her story?
With love and compassion, because her people could have taken him down, and they just let him go at the end of it. So love is the way forward.
But then he comes back and tries again in the sequel.
It's a bit naive of her.
We don't talk about the sequel, do we?
So we got with love and compassion, which is a fair, I would say, a fair representation of what happens in that movie. Let's talk park representation for Pocahontas, and what your thoughts are on that and examples of park representation. I did sort of help guide that a little bit earlier on, but
the song gets trotted out in like shows and things. I mean, back in the day, we had an amazing stage show at Disney's MGM Studios before Hunchback.
How long?
That was pretty good.
MGM. That is a while ago. It's weird how they have not done anything since. Strange.
All right, kid.
Hey, I remember when it was MGM. I remember it was MGM.
And then Disneyland had an amazing show as well for her. It's a bit of a tricky one because they can't really do too much. I mean, when Splash Mountain was going to be reimagined, I was desperate for them to do a Pocahontas with it. But I still hold out hope that maybe Tokyo will go that way because they're really popular over there. They've got the walk around characters going around still to this day. So maybe that'll be something to come. But yeah, there's not a lot of representation. When the movie came out the first 4 or 5 years, you had a whole parade floats to her and things.
But so did Hercules. You know, when that came out. And it's a better film.
You're gunning for it, aren't you? You are absolutely gunning for it.
I warned everybody. You're all having it. I ain't scared of none of you.
Have you ever watched Pocahontas, Joe?
Yeah, of course I have. Of course I have.
Did it not move you?
It didn't move me around the river bend like it may have moved you. You know?
You're telling me you watched Pocahontas and you weren't even a little bit emotionally moved at all?
You know, I was a bit more emotionally moved by this boot over here. You know? But yeah, don't get me wrong. It's a good film. But I wouldn't choose to watch it. If it was on, I'd be like, yeah.
Joe is out for blood today.
I'll give it this.
It's not like the CGI stuff that yours was made out of. People put loads of hours of hard work into Pocahontas, Little Mermaid, and Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Like they couldn't just throw it all together on the computer and get the computer to do things.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Or by AI.
Yeah. Fair enough. But we're getting a live action remake, just like these two. You know. Where's yours? Dean? Yeah?
Well,
We're getting one?
Maybe one day.
I mean, I don't think my live action remake did us any justice, to be fair.
No.
Oh no! I think your one was probably the better one out of.
Then Little Mermaid, absolutely.
Yeah. Even though,
like, if we're gonna throw out live actions, like, it's definitely Beauty and the Beast.
I mean, even though I can't remember her name, the main actress, but she was an incredible singer, like by far, I mean, Emma Watson.
Emma Watson,
auto-tuned to oblivion.
Yeah, that wasn't good.
Yeah.
No.
All right, Adam, do you have any more questions for Dean on Pocahontas here?
No, I think I'm okay for now. Thank you.
I think I've also got enough here. I've been writing down things. I've got my notes here. Should we have a couple minutes to decide? We can edit
You can
that
you,
out
yeah,
probably.
you go whisper in the corner to yourselves, right? And we'll...
Yeah.
Where should we send you the money? Where do you want the money wired to?
Yeah.
The GoFundMe for my upcoming trip is I'll send you the link.
Yeah, if you
Token
want to
Disney
pay,
GoFundMe.
yeah, if you want to pay for my honeymoon, that'd be fantastic. That'd be
Yeah.
Alaska Cruises. And please
Or
send
you can
help.
cover my rent. Like either one helps. Like you can help me buy milk this week, or you can get me to Tokyo. All right, we are ready for the verdict. Here we go. Adam, would you like to present your verdict first?
I think I will. I have gone on a multitude of categories of conversation I've heard today and some things that are of my own opinion as well. So I've gone with the music, the parks representation, the villain defeat. I've also looked at cruise line representation. I've looked at the skill set that we've discussed, the character meet and greet capability of that character. And then I've gone a bit biased and kind of put my kids' opinions into this mix as well. And then a final category of sidekicks. And I will list what I think for each category is the winner, and we'll start from there. So music, we'll start with music. I give Pocahontas the win for music, hands down. I do think it is the best music of them all. It's the one that I've always enjoyed the most out of all of them. Parks representation, I would say Belle wins for parks
Yes.
representation.
Absolutely. That's
you know,
very true.
we've got the whole section in Magic Kingdom. You've got the ride in Tokyo. You've got
Mhm.
Belle meets in her village outfit in Epcot. There's a
Yep.
massive presence for Belle, so I would give that to Belle. When it comes to the villain, it's controversial, but I think Ariel is the better of them all. Although it
Mhm.
doesn't actually defeat the villain, I think there's a much more of an integration with the villain in my view. I'm waiting for someone to criticize me, but if they don't, that's fine
I think
too.
there's higher stakes.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, there's
Agree.
even talk of the spinner coming into Villains Land, isn't there? The Ursula spinner.
Yeah.
That's popped up. So
yeah.
there's already the Little Mermaid thing in
Yeah.
Fantasyland anyway, so it's going to double down on it.
Yeah,
Ursula's a good villain. Very good villain.
it is.
Mm.
Cruise representation goes strongly to Rapunzel, because Rapunzel has an entire restaurant on one of the ships in the fleet, and has some fantastic meet and greet opportunities in the cruise line fleet. So Rapunzel gets that. Skill set, I will also give to Rapunzel. Granted, she can't fight because she needs a frying pan to do it, but she does have a higher skill set capability. I think that's my opinion.
She's a
But
grandmaster in
please,
chess, you know? It's
so park representation characters goes to Ariel, because not only do you have Ariel in a multitude of parks around the globe and on the cruise lines, but also it's the only place where you can meet the live action character
yeah, it's true.
in Hollywood
True.
studios.
Yeah.
So the variation is there. So that I think it has to be taken into the account of that. For my own kids, which I'll leave, I'll say you, I'll do it now. Actually, for my own kids, Ariel was the winner, contender for it all the way through, because we had a really special moment with Ariel when we went last year, and it will never be beaten. So they were just obsessed and have been from the get-go. And sidekicks, I give to Belle. Belle has the best sidekicks, I think. Having a whole cast of them that create a really good set.
They're
of
not bells.
fun and-
Yes.
They're not bells. They're beasts.
They're
It's a
still
joint-
sidekicks. Film sidekicks.
Yes.
That's my view. So, but the winner for me
Would be-
is Ariel. Ariel's my winner.
Yeah.
That's my pick. On my arguments, but
Coming
She did
around
start
from
it.
behind.
Yeah.
Excellent. That was very thorough, Adam. I sort of did my judging a little differently, and I just sort of went off the person and who they were and sort of how they interacted with the setting they were in their movie. Now, I haven't seen the movies for a long time, so I went off mostly what you guys said, which was a lot of information. And I am torn between Belle and Rapunzel for me as people, because they experience so much growth in their movies, and they both are pretty good people. Like they're all good people, but like Belle and Rapunzel prove the gold of their hearts. And so I'm kind of torn, but I have to go with Rapunzel. I think I do.
No.
Because I feel like it just goes through so much in her movie and she changes so much, and I like the idea of the people that find her and help her, and I also like her sidekicks. And Frying Pan may not be a skill, but it is comedic to watch, and so I do appreciate that. So that's my pick. But Belle was a close second, Belle was a close second just because she's a pretty great character, and she does have to go through a lot of different changes to kind of accept the beast for who he is and stuff. But yeah, I think it's Rapunzel for me. I think she is a great story, and she's an inspiring story that that teaches you a lot about change and about life. So that would be mine.
I mean,
that is a fantastic
Ariel
choice.
literally becomes another species. How much more change do you
I mean,
want?
if you want to talk growth, she literally grows legs. That's growth.
So weird, man.
That's growth. Imagine
you wake
Rapunzel
up-
trying to use it. Imagine Rapunzel trying to use a dingle hopper in that hair.
Dude,
It gets tangled.
she'd probably have a few dingle
Tattoos
hoppers
Stuck
in her hair.
yeah.
That was pretty good, Joe. That was
Thank you.
pretty good.
I'm here all week. I'm here all week.
Well, if everyone has spoken their piece about their princess, we've come to our verdicts, and as usual, they're always a little different. And one of the people we thought Ariel didn't have a shot, but look at that, now she's one of the winners of our little battle here, and that's good. We're grateful that everyone tuned in to Diz Debate today. We're grateful for everyone for coming and for representing their princess with all of their heart, and we're excited to have everyone. Oh, yes, Dean?
What was the public poll result?
Oh, yes, the public poll.
Well, Pocahontas didn't have a chance.
I misplaced my phone. So, okay, that's true. Thank you for reminding me, Dean. So we did a public poll on our Instagram account, and here is the winner. It is, in fact, Ariel. Would you look at that?
Yes.
It's 2 for 2.
Look at that.
The next is Belle, so there you go. Rapunzel in a strong third, and Pocahontas with 10% in a fourth. I'm sorry, Dean. It's not personal. It's a little personal. But we are so grateful for you guys for joining us today. This has been a great episode of Diz Debate. We're excited to do more battle episodes like this in the future. Upcoming, we also have some Armchair Imagineering episodes. We'll have more battle episodes. We'll have our usual debate episodes and so much more. So please do be sure to stick around, subscribe, tune in, all that good stuff. And we'll have more guests, more speakers, and all those wonderful things. Next week, it is actually just going to be me and Joe and some more fellow co-presenters. Our Dean, I think Dean and Olivia are going somewhere, right? Or
Yeah, DLP.
Yep, they're
Nice.
going to Disneyland Paris, those lucky ducks, and we're all jealous, but we're excited to see what they see and for their updates and info from the parks. But it'll be me and Joe, and we're going to talk about COVID and how to sort of enjoy the parks when you're not there, and how we all kind of handled that, and what we did to cope when we couldn't go for so long. So be sure to tune in next week. It's going to be a good one. It's relatable. It's going to be awesome. We're glad to have had you all, and we'll see you next week on Diz Debate.
See ya.
Perfect.
Bye, guys.